there Virgo, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your abundance update for December, and in this reading Virgo we look at all things work, money, business, career, finance, investment, and if all the cups come up it's generally finding fulfillment and joy in one of those areas. So what we're going to do is get started with the Angels of Abundance, grab a couple of those. I'll then be drawing you an overarching tarot energy from the Moonchild Tarot before getting out the tarot positions with the Rider-Waite, clarifying with the Star Child Tarot today. So, okay, straight out. I've actually got one sticking out in my hand and one here as well. Sever vows of poverty. This one's come out for several signs, and I really just feel like it might be, you know, the result of the year that we have had. Many of us have gone through lack and loss, but we must sever that vow of any kind of poverty, because otherwise we carry that with us and we can limit the abundance that we attract. So this one says, Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial, so that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. And I've got bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps you shift to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet, meditate beneath a tree, garden or sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. So this combination is basically saying that, you know, we need to raise our vibration to get into an abundance mindset in order to sever any vows of lack or poverty. Let's go for the overarching tarot energy here. For Virgo. There we go, it's jumping. It is. It is the Hermit. It is your card in the Major Arcana, Virgo. So this can be you coming into a place of power, since it is your Major Arcana, but it is also about seeking wisdom within. It is about healing, restoring, going within to self-reflect in order to illuminate your path forward. Sometimes when the Hermit comes into a spread, it's like we're feeling like we have been in a place of darkness, or, you know, a place where potentially there hasn't really been the insight on how to move forward. And it's through the seeking, the more we seek, we understand, we get the hindsight, you know, we seek our own counsel and that of Source, then the path forward starts to illuminate out of this time of kind of retreat. So you might be sort of have been going through a time of retreat, you're getting ready to come back out, you're stepping into your power, and the path forward is starting to emerge as well. It can be like a bit of a card of metamorphosis or transformation as well. So it's like going into the cocoon to kind of, you know, really figure things out and come back twice as strong. Let's get the tarot positions out, Virgo. Beginning with the energy of the recent past. King of Pentacles. Okay, generally Taurus in the Major Arcana. Blocks, obstacles, or challenges, a Five of Cups. I knew there was more to the story, guys. Okay, advice from Spirit or Tarot, the Nine of Cups. That's what we want to see, going from the 5 to the 9, and the outcome is that Four of Swords, you know, having that moment, that pause in order to establish the strategy or way forward. Here we go again, over in money, the Hermit. So it's probably not a time to be moving forward with investments. It's a time to really contemplate and dig deep. Yeah, okay. Well, let's get the clarifiers. Clarifying the King of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles, called crystals in this deck. Okay, clarifying the Five of Cups, Justice. Clarifying the Nine of Cups, just pointing out we have 999 so far as an angel number. I have got the Three of Swords. Clarifying the Four of Swords, I've got the Ace of Pentacles, the way forward, the new opportunity, the increase in your finances that you have been looking for. Now I'm finding this interesting with this double kings. I'm going to grab another one just for a little bit of information, but I've got a couple of, yeah, ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Well, I've got a message coming through really, really clear here, guys, and just now, let's start in here with, wow, I've got the Wheel of Fortune too. It's not necessarily two kings side by side. So we have two King of Pentacles here. So I'm just going to get a focus on that. Can we focus this, please? Okay, we're focused. So I've got two King of Pentacles here, but look at the difference between them. What I'm feeling intuitively, like we've got almost you in your, I don't know, it might have been leading up to the pandemic or leading up to this year, you know, potentially you might have been kind of sitting pretty financially, maybe the boss or a manager or team leader, or at least, you know, you felt abundant, right? You kind of felt abundant, and do I say it, you know, dare I say it, the King of Pentacles, which is, you know, ruled by Taurus, but obviously this is earth energy, so it can be your energy as well. It's really about somebody who might be spending a lot of money on the sensual pleasures and really, really enjoying all of that. And then I really feel that it's possible that there was a change in circumstances here. I mean, we've got the Three of Swords, we've got the Five of Cups, got Justice. You could have lost your job. If you're running your own business, because King of Pentacles really can link to entrepreneurship, there could have been a big decline in business. For some of you, this is about business and real estate as well, and obviously that's one of the markets that was really hit hard this year as well. And I'm kind of feeling like there might have been a little bit of a, well, what might have seemed like a fall from grace at the time. However, what it is leading you to is to consider a much more heart-centered approach to how you earn your money. Look at this King of Pentacles, you know, without all of the luxuries and that kind of thing, but with a very big open heart and an expanse and a very much like an ascended consciousness kind of aura here. So I'm feeling like you're starting to come into a place where it's like, I want fulfillment, I want truth, all of those shiny things, the sense pleasures and the ego stuff, and just accumulating possessions and wealth isn't doing it for me anymore. I'm having some kind of awakening. I want to line up my work. I want to line up my work with my true values, and I really want to focus on what matters. Hence the Hermit phase, going inside to reflect, going inside to seek your own counsel, potentially some kind of consciousness shifts and spiritual awakening as well. Because the universe is saying that, you know, this is karmic for you, maybe a karmic lesson, right? To focus on what matters, to come more out of that kind of sense pleasure, ego-driven nature, and to connect with your heart. That could have been a karmic lesson. The Wheel of Fortune does talk about big karmic endings and beginnings, and it says that this is your destined time for this to be happening. It does talk about a fortune change, and I feel like there was a change, let's say, you know, backwards in your abundance for a moment, but it's just to have you make this shift within yourself, and then the new opportunities will come in for you, right? We just have to trust. The King of Pentacles is also an energy of trust. So that's what's intuitively coming through for that combo. Now, blocks, obstacles, and challenges. We can't focus on this as a loss, right? Yeah, you maybe lost a job, you lost clients, business decreased, you lost money. You know, some of you might have lost a raise or promotion or something like that. We can't just focus on those losses, right? Because it holds us in this kind of negativity, and there are new opportunities clearly coming in for you. So we've got to kind of build a bridge and get over it, right? No grieving about this, because this is karmic justice. This is happening to bring some karmic scales back into balance for some of you. It is actually a victory, but maybe you can't see it quite yet. You will, you know, maybe in the new year, maybe towards the end of this month. For some of you, there could have been a bit of a justice situation. You could have feel like you were let go unfairly, or something like that. There could have been some contractual issues. And for some of you, it could have been like a loss in investment as well, loss of home. King of Pentacles is that kind of master investor, abundance maker. You could have had shares that crashed. There's been some kind of, I feel like, lesson with money or wealth or something like that. So it really is karmic justice here, though. It is meant to happen because it's leading you to a greater understanding and back to heart as well. Now, in the advice from Spirit or Tarot, look at this. It's just so clear, this reading. Three of Swords and the Nine of Cups. The Three of Swords is, yeah, you're grieving. You're grieving the loss of this, and it could be a loss of identity as well if you were kind of like, you know, very much tied up with being seen in a certain way, the success, the money, the status, that kind of thing. Of course, there's levels to it. There is a grieving here, there is a sorrow, there is a bit of a heartbreak. You know, we can see that here in the Five of Cups. There's a heavy heart here. However, Spirit is saying that, you know, even though you might be feeling all of that, the Three of Swords is a 3 for a reason, because that loss is the start of a new creation, a new beginning. 1, 2, 3 is the number of creation. And then we have the Nine of Cups. It's like it can go threefold what you have had in the past through the shift, but we had to go through this lesson first. It says it's leading you to the Nine of Cups, which is joy, satisfaction, and contentment on an emotional fulfillment level, because it's leading you to either work or opportunities that not only just give you the abundance, but that you actually love doing, that you feel like you're making a difference, that you can be really, really proud of. But we had to go through this lesson first in order to get there. This is the card of wish fulfillment, so it says that you are actually moving towards a more of a divine wish fulfillment. And in the outcome here, Virgo, Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Yeah, I mean, we won't see the way forward straight away. There's 2 Hermit cards and a Four of Swords in this reading, which is definitely, it's time to pause, to go deep, to go within in order for that strategy, that breakthrough, that clarity, that vision, and to be revealed to you, okay? Again, we have the link back to the Three of Swords here. It's going to be that when we've done some of that grieving, that healing, we've reached that place of acceptance, that the Ace of Swords will become yours, which is the foresight and the clarity to move ahead. And then after this big shift, we have brand new opportunities coming in. The Ace of Pentacles or crystals can be an increase in your finances. It can be a new contract, new commitment, new investment, more money. It just is new opportunities coming in, but the opportunities in their infancy that need to be invested in terms of your time, effort, and energy to expand. So it's saying here that you are going through a big shift, and you know, finances will increase again, but it's not going to necessarily happen all in this month. Generally, with like the aces being number 1 in each suit, this case it's Pentacles, is like they are kind of like foundations that are laid, and then they will give us the harvest in the next season, right? So it's saying good things are happening. These are soul-fueled opportunities rather than ego-based ones, and you're going through some really big shift to work in a way that lights you up at heart level rather than soul-selling is what I'm hearing here. So over here in money specifically, Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, for a start, I feel like this kind of reflects the fact that, you know, there was kind of a loss, or not being kind of happy with what you were getting back this year, and, you know, you're really digging deep as to why that has happened, or trying to recover from it. Might have been a little bit depressed as well, is what I'm feeling. But there is another message with the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, with some time, with some hard work, some time, effort, and energy, you can grow this Ace of Pentacles into your new harvest. This is the new growing. It's growth. It can be growth of quality and financial resources in your life. But with the Hermit, you know, we have a sense here of, you know, we are transforming. We're transforming internally as a person, which is going to transform your external reality as well. But I am seeing this kind of going from being quite abundant to there's been a dip in that, there's been some loss, and we're kind of rebuilding, but it's actually a real blessing, and it is actually a victory, because the Wheel of Fortune is saying that this was quite a fundamental karmic lesson for you. You know, we've got the 999 here, which is a number of fruition and fulfillment in the tarot, being really, really close to a really big change or a really big breakthrough here. So it's actually quite exciting energy, even though it may not have seemed like it at the time, Virgo. I think you are powerfully being guided into a far better, more fulfilling, and in time, abundant life. Okay, Virgo, well, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Keeping in mind it's a general reading for the collective, may or may not be your reading. It's kind of specific this month. Feel free to drop me a comment if you're called to share. I do read them all, guys, and try to respond to as many as I can. Helps me get to know you, connect with your energies, and see what's happening out there in the collective. Virgo, it's been a pleasure again. I'll see you back here throughout the month for plenty more readings.